Hello everybody! So today I'm going to do a pick a card reading. So you have 3 selections to choose from. In a moment I will be putting a crystal on each pile, so if you prefer to choose without a crystal then take a look now. So we're going to answer the question today, what will my marriage be like? Or what will a relationship with this person be like? So if you don't believe in marriage, you don't plan on ever getting married, then you can still watch this reading if you're interested in finding out what a relationship with a certain person would be like, or just what your future soulmate connection relationship, the one kind of partner, would be like. So, yes, I'll put a crystal on each pile. So they're quite different crystals, so take a look. And yeah, that's pretty much all I need to say, isn't it? So I'll see you at your pile. Hey group 1, how are you? I'll try and put them in there. Okay, so we have your oracle cards and we have your tarot. So I thought I'd do your tarot first. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Fool, the 8 of Swords, the Chariot, the 9 of Wands, and the World. Very interesting energy. All right, I'm going to do your oracle cards for more clarity. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. And sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Okay, picking up some messages that your marriage or this relationship in your future, it's going to feel to you as like it's a blessing. It's going to feel like for the first time in your life you're able to break free from limitations that exist within your own mind. With this 8 of Swords energy, it's talking about how we imprison ourselves through our thoughts, through our beliefs. It's talking about how we do not allow ourselves to expand or grow because we have a limiting belief about ourselves or about our ability or about our worth. It's a lot to do with self-worth. It's a lot to do with how much we value ourselves or how much we believe that we are valuable to people and to the world. So I see that this 8 of Swords energy, at the time of your connection with this person, your relationship or your marriage, it's going to really feel like you're breaking free from this. You may be in this energy currently, however, I'm seeing that it is really just stemming from how sensitive of a person you are. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Yes, so I see that you are it's like you're shedding layers and layers of defenses that were built up around you, and now you're realizing or you're appreciating that you do not need them to get by, that you're strong, that your sensitivity is in fact your strength. I feel like you're learning this about yourself and you're letting go of the ways that you punish yourself for being sensitive, letting go of how you punish yourself by people that you choose to be in relationship with that do not value this about you, that want you to get rid of it in some way. So there's this massive transformational energy sorry, there's this massive transformational energy around how you're loving yourself, around how you just are becoming more and more who you are, and you're like allowing yourself to nurture that and to protect that within yourself. So at the time when you start with your future person, you know, with your soulmate or with your future spouse, I see it's coming at a time when you're really taking the reins of your own life into your hands and guiding your life's direction. And from a place of self-worth, from a place of knowing that you are worth it. It's going to assure this new beginning happening in your life. This new beginning is going to bring a lot of blessings because we have the world as well. It's going to bring you a lot of blessings. Your person is going to say to you when they're with you, they're going to say, I've been searching for you my whole life. I thought I would give up on finding you because it seemed to take so long, and every moment without you felt like something was missing. And now I've met you, it feels like I have the whole world in my arms when I hug you, when I embrace you. It feels like I have been given the whole world. And I'm so grateful that we found each other finally. So there is an element of patience needed. With this 9 of Wands, there's an element of needing to persevere within your individual life before you both receive the world, and perhaps it's about receiving each other. I just remembered we have this receptivity card, so I think the more you receive yourself, which might sound like a funny concept, but I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but the more that you can receive yourself, so I mean love yourself and take into your kind of being every aspect of yourself, and to love every aspect of yourself, to truly believe that you deserve good things to come to you, you believe that you are supported by the universe, and that you deserve happiness, you deserve love, you deserve to meet your great love this lifetime. I think a lot of the journey for you to find your soulmate, or to find the one, or to find your spouse is around the self-love journey for you, and for them probably as well, because most of the time we attract someone who's a bit of a mirror. So, yeah, I see that they really feel like you are sacred. They see you as incredibly sacred, and they also really experience like the relationship creates this sacred space together. You both create such sacred space together, and it's very holy, and your relationship with this person is not going to feel like anything you've ever felt before. It's going to feel like very, very safe, peaceful, I'm hearing. It's not going to burn out quickly, so it might be quite different to other relationships you've had that might start out, you know, with a lot of passion and yet kind of fizzle out after a shorter amount of time. This relationship with your future person is a slow burn, and it will keep you both warm for a long, long time. Ooh. I see this also as, you know, your journey around communication and at times surrendering control, because the Chariot's around how we take control of our life, but at times really the wisdom is in surrendering that control. And it's a very fine sort of line to walk, I suppose. However, I see that part of this sort of oxymoron of surrendering control and yet gaining control of your life, that paradox is about you being assertive, you putting up boundaries with people, and you really sticking up for yourself and becoming your own advocate. I think becoming your own advocate is going to be incredibly healing for you. And so that you know, deep in your heart, you know that you dictate the course of your life. You decide what's best for you. You are the authority of your life. You are the expert of your life. And you are going to let go of everyone else's opinions and perspectives on you. And you're just going to stand strong in your own light. And I think that is really when you're going to meet this person, when you're fully standing strong in your Queen of Swords energy, when you don't give a heck what anyone else thinks about you, and you are just being yourself, and you are in love with who you are. You're going to feel the world. Okay, we're going to do these now. Night Wind, facing fear, subconscious release and healing. Flame Tree, the start of something new. Wow, that makes a lot of sense to me, because this is the energy I was picking up in this spread. So there needs to be this healing happening in your life. Facing of fear, letting go of repressed trauma that we store in our subconscious, healing those negative beliefs or, those negative thought patterns that creep in. Really standing up for yourself. And it's going to be like this rebirth energy. You're going to burn away everything that doesn't serve you so that you can start something new, so that you can start your new beginning. And yeah, you might need to practice some patience. And this is also, the Knight of Wands talks about a test of faith we might have to endure over perhaps a long period of time, and how we have to keep, showing up for ourselves. And that becomes harder, I think, sometimes as we are called upon to do that more often. But it's part of your healing journey, and I think, as much as you can, to just stay on your own side, to not abandon yourself, to not give up on yourself, and to know that, to regenerate, to rebuild, to regrow, to have a rebirth, that is a long process, and that's a good thing. We don't want to rush that. If you think about an actual birth, like, there is a lot of elements of timing that are important. We don't want to push the baby out too fast, but it's also dangerous if the labor's taking too long, right? So there's a lot of inner wisdom we have to draw upon when we go through a period of rebirth, or, a large rebirth I'm seeing for you, an almost total transformation. So just be as gentle with yourself as you can. And know that it will happen. That's part of your faith, is to just know it is happening, or it will happen. And that, yes, you do need to take action. Like, that's what this Chariot card's talking about. You take action and the universe follows you. So I think you're learning how to walk that balance in life. And that's a very noble thing to do. Okay. Thank you, Group 1. I hope that reading resonated with you. It was just a quick little reading into your future love, marriage, soulmate connection. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel in your own way. I appreciate every single one of you, so thank you. I'll see you real soon, okay? Hey, Group 2. How you doing? Alright, let's see what you have. So we've got your oracle cards, we have your other oracle cards, and we have your tarot. Alright, so what will your relationship be like? We have the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Okay, so we have heavy Virgo energy and Capricorn. Actually, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo is all indicated, if that's interesting to you guys. So basically I'm seeing that your relationship is going to be one where you almost like read each other's minds. You know, there's this level of unspokenness between you that you both can understand what the other person is feeling or what the other person may need in any given moment, and you can then step up and deliver that to each other. Like, there's going to be this real mutual understanding of what the other person needs and this real ability to give that to each other. I think that it's very likely that you have some kind of psychic abilities or you practice healing of some modality, and this is something that your person finds incredibly attractive about you, but also finds incredibly healing and soothing about you. There's going to be a lot of financial stability in your connection, so whether you both are stable before you meet each other or together you create stability. There's a real sense of having a family with this person, with this Ten of Pentacles, creating a legacy, creating something to leave to future generations, like children and grandchildren. I see you guys being together until until you die. Like, I don't see that. I see that the person you marry will be the person you marry, kind of thing. Unless you... Yeah, the energy I'm tuning into, it is your final marriage or it is your only marriage. So there's this element of being incredibly hardworking, and I'm wondering, I'm kind of seeing that you both individually are kind of in this hermit energy, either now or like in the period of time before you connect with this person. You might have gotten rid of a lot of friends, or you feel kind of isolated in terms of your connections. However, it's created this ability for you both to focus a lot on your work, to focus a lot on just producing whatever it is that you are wanting to produce, or creating whatever you want to create. Definitely to do with finances though. I see you both being successful in life and in finances, and I see you both using your money wisely and really investing. And not only in money, but investing in time, investing in resources, investing in products that will serve you, investing in healing that will serve you. And it's going to really pay off long term. You know, we have this succession of Pentacles energy from the 7 to the Page to the 10. So you're really, really growing and expanding. I mean, 7 to 10 to Page, sorry, but the 10 of Pentacles is kind of the, you know, it's a very solid energy. It's a very stable energy. The Page talks a lot about doing a lot of hard work, right? So I see you both really hardworking, and you both value, you know, earthly pleasures. I see a lot of earth in both of your charts, so, and possibly water as well. So it's a lot around, you know, how do I feel comfortable and what makes me feel safe in terms of in this physical realm. Now I see an element of perhaps you both bringing each other's shadow out, like there perhaps might be an element of addiction in the relationship, or you both struggle with individual addictions. I see this as something that you can both work out together, but there will be some individual work done first with this Hermit energy. There will be some soul searching before you meet this person. And for some of you, you will have cleared out any any addictive patterns and behaviors before you meet them. If you haven't, then you will attract someone who also has addictive behaviors and patterns that you can create a space to heal together within. Okay, let's do these ones. Bright future. Stop worrying, everything's going to be fine. Go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Wow. So I'm seeing some messages coming through. The fairness card is basically like the justice card in the major arcana. So it's really around balance. So I see this as like, it's the Libran energy of the scales, but it's also around peace, and wanting peace in our life. And I really see for you both that you will create a very balanced connection that really honors each other. That honors like the gifts that each person has to offer in the connection, and that complements each other's gifts, You're really going to feel like you can be the whole, like fully who you are with this person. There will be no holding back any details. You're not going to experience shame with them. You're just going to feel really at peace with who you are, which I think is going to happen through work you do before you meet them. And then when you are with them, it's really going to produce a blossoming effect I'm seeing. Yeah, with this go outside card, it's like you're both going to kind of blossom into the world through the support you offer each other in the connection. It's a real true love connection I'm feeling into. You're both in a way going to be able to sort of re-emerge into the world, whether or not you already are a public figure or not. I'm seeing like this deepening of that when you meet this person, or when you experience stability with this person. You're really going to be able to step out or up into the world in a far greater way, in a far greater capacity, and blossom. I keep hearing blossom. You're going to blossom and really support each other to blossom, There might be this sense of like one person's up and the other person's down, right? So in a way, you might take it in turns to be going through some hardship, like dealing with some of the shadow sides of life, and then you will support your person to do that, and then you'll swap. And this won't be a conscious thing, it'll just be like a dance that your energies create together. So it's going to offer a lot of healing and a lot of opportunities to do this shadow work. And you're both going to really value the outcome of shadow work. You're both going to see the value in doing shadow work, which is a great person, it's a great environment to be in relationship with, because some relationships kind of foster this shadow energy rather than bringing light to it. Yeah, I can't get past this Queen of Cups. I think you have a really bright future as a sensitive, as a healer, as a intuitive, as an empath, something like that. Like, not necessarily even having to do that as a job, but whatever job or whatever career you expand into, it's going to be very bright and very successful. However, you're going to bring this energy to whatever you do, whether you intentionally do psychic work or not. You're going to bring this energy of the Queen of Cups in, which is one of compassion, which is one of a very, very open heart, which is one of accepting people for who they are, and one of understanding, someone else's pain is not so different from my pain, actually, and that we're all one. You're going to really bring that in, and it's going to actually contribute to this success, even if it's in a very subtle way. All right, let's look at these. Wow, harmony, power, self-confidence, and productivity. Yeah, like I see this as being exactly the energy of your connection. You're both going to be very, very productive, very hardworking, really good with money, and really good with investing your time, your energy, your savings, your love. Like, you know where to invest your resources, because we have, our resources extend beyond just money in the bank account, right? Our resources include our time, and they include our energy and our love. So yeah, I see you just as being very productive together. You both value your identities in the world as well as your identities with each other. I'm getting a message that your life behind closed doors is going to be quite different to your public persona. So perhaps behind closed doors, you're more able to be in this self-confidence energy, or you both, I'm getting a message that you guys might enjoy like power dynamic play, like BDSM and stuff like that, perhaps. There's just going to be this element of secrecy to what goes on when you guys are alone compared to what goes on in your public life. And I think that's probably to do with the devil card, because actually the devil card also talks about bondage and dominance and submission. So I'm kind of seeing that your relationship, like, take what resonates, you guys, but I'm seeing that your relationship could really enjoy exploring those dynamics together, and could find that a very healing way of exploring those dynamics, like sexually. And perhaps like, I'm not even seeing that necessarily one or the other of you would be like the dom or the sub. Like, maybe you would swap it around even, or maybe you would have set roles. But I'm just seeing it's going to bring you a lot of like excitement and intrigue and mystery and like attraction in your relationship. If you don't resonate with like BDSM stuff, then it just could mean you have a really like epic sex life with this person. Okay? Alright, let's see what this one is. A hidden gift, sadness, an ending, and a new beginning. Okay. I think that this is really to do with this Queen of Cups energy. Like, I'm just feeling into it. And this Capricorn devil energy. It's like, I think there will be this element of you both needing to make space in your lives for each other to come in, and almost like having to really end with old energies before this person comes in. So having to really let go of things and practice surrender and practice flexibility, I'm hearing, in the way that you live, and really honoring the gift that you have in terms of your sensitivity, instead of numbing it out with your shadow, whatever you do. We all do. So yeah, this is really interesting. I think it's going to really be a hidden gift. Like, there's going to be so many gifts that you both offer each other in the connection that you maybe didn't even think would happen. And even just this power, self-confidence, harmony, productivity, like, I think that it's really, really going to be a very fun connection as well, very playful, very creative. You're both going to support each other's creativity. And you're really, Spirit's saying you're really going to want to make sure you've ended with everyone else before you start with this person, because this person is your one for life, and you really don't want to be dragging in old energies from other people. Yeah, you have a very bright future. I see that too. I see a lot of happiness in your connection with this person. I see a lot of perhaps even nature, like a lot of perhaps living or traveling to the beach or the coast, or going on hiking trips, or doing, actually just living outside in nature. Not living outside, but living in a natural setting or a forest place. I see that I see nature as being important to both of you. Yeah, and family as well, very important to both of you. Okay, thank you, group 2. I really hope that reading did resonate with you at some level. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I really appreciate you supporting my channel in your own way, so thank you very much. I'll see you real soon, okay? Bye. Hello, group 3. I hope you're doing well. Alright, so this is going to be your reading. So I have your oracle cards, and we're going to start with your tarot, okay? Alright, so we have the 7 of Swords. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 9 of Cups. Temperance. The 6 of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, so I'm getting a message straight away from Spirit that your life is only going to get better as you get older. This may come as a surprise to you because often we're told that, our prime years are in our 20s or whatever, in our high school years, whatever people might say, but actually a lot of the time, and certainly in your life, things will get better as you get older. Things will become a lot easier because you're going to learn a lot of challenging lessons early on, and you're going to really grow from that. You're going to really actually have a massive growth. You're probably already in this transitional phase currently of, processing pain from your past, and then deciding what kind of energy you want to move forward with. Like, who do you want to be? Who are you really? What are you here to offer the world? What's going to light you up inside? What's going to make you feel so fulfilled and like you want to wake up in the morning to live your life? And you're going to be able to create a life around you that looks like that. That looks like something you want to wake up to. Your life experiences are actually going to create in you an incredible spiritual teacher, an incredible leader. I think you really have the capacity to be a very, very influential person. I think you will, I see that you will shine incredibly bright. We have the 6 of Wands, which talks about public recognition and victory. So I definitely see victory for you over, even if it's from overcoming adversity in your life. I see this victory coming for you, and I see you actually entering the public arena, really actually re-entering the world as this victorious person with so much to offer people, with so much wisdom inherent in themselves. I think it will be around this place in your transition when you feel like you've transitioned from, the real density of the heartbreak. I'm seeing that you probably had a lot of people lie to you in your life, or a lot of people manipulate you or take advantage of you or break your heart in some way. And I see you really transforming that for yourself, and loving yourself and persevering and having patience with the journey and being victorious. And this is where I see your person come in, your love, your future spouse. I see them really coming into your life. I see you have a past life with them as well, possibly in Egypt. As one, I see you actually have many other lives with this person. They're very significant for you, especially to meet this lifetime for your timeline. I really see that your relationship is going to be for the long term, right? It's going to be a long-term commitment to each other. For a lot of you, I am seeing marriage to this person. It's going to bring a lot of spiritual fulfillment as well. So nourishment at every level, body, mind, and spirit, you will feel nourished. I see that you are an artist. I see it's very likely that the person you marry is also an artist. I see that you support each other in your work and in your art and in your expression. I see that there is a real mutual allowance, I'm hearing, a real mutual allowance for the other person's creative process and the other person's needs and wants. You're both going to really give each other the space to create your art. You're not going to smother each other. There's going to be this real dance between you. I see you as just becoming incredibly successful, and this could be in association with your person. I'm seeing that the person you marry, they could actually already be a little bit famous when you meet them, or a little bit well known, or at least moving up in their sector of work and really creating quite a lot of abundance around them. So I see that you both are going to live in a lot of abundance together, a lot of material wealth, which I think is just really only part of how you're going to feel fulfilled. That's just the tip of the iceberg, because the ways that you both are going to support each other in your art is really going to feel so nourishing for you. This temperance energy is Sagittarius, and Sagittarius to me is really about freedom, and it's about loving someone and allowing them to be free, and realizing that that is what love is, when we allow the person we love to be free to love us or free to not, and that is a very vulnerable place to be, but that is what true love truly is. And I see you both embodying that freedom. Okay, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Yeah, I think this is about your wish coming true. So whatever it is that you've been wishing for, it's coming true. For many of you, it will be sooner rather than later, but it will be in divine timing ultimately. So Spirit is just encouraging you to take a leap of faith, to just go for it, to know that you will be supported, and to trust your inner wisdom. I'm seeing that many of you who are watching have had a past life as a mermaid, and the ocean is very important to you, and to not ever forget that, you need water. I'm seeing you really need water, even if it's just having a shower, every day to kind of cleanse your energy. But natural water, I think, really fulfills you, and Spirit's saying don't forget about that, especially if you're in this energy currently where there's heartbreak or there's grief. Maybe going for a swim. Spirit's saying go swimming or have a bath or something. It's really going to support you at this time. Okay, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself. Interesting. I see that as really to do with your ability to receive help. I think really a very important part of your transition from this swords energy into this, victorious energy is actually around receiving help from people and not feeling like you have to do everything alone, because you don't. So I'm hearing, therapy would be helpful for you. If you're not into therapy, then any kind of support that you would feel, would be helpful at this time, to really reach out for that, and to, start delegating tasks to other people. Maybe you need to hire someone in to help out in some way, like an assistant or a cleaner in your home, something that will just take the weight off you a little bit, so that you can really focus in on your healing and focus in on what is truly needing, what you are truly needing from yourself at this time, you know. And perhaps what you truly need isn't to get busy with all these, you know, tasks that maybe we find boring anyway, and to actually, start to really live the life you want to live. Spirit saying independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Yes, so I really see that as you allowing each other to be free, you allowing each other to live your own life, and really that is such a strong foundation for your relationship. That's really what's going to support your relationship throughout your life. And you're both also creating this foundation and this stability in your independence as well currently, before you create union with each other, which is the ultimate spiritual union, right? Is two whole beings who come into union together, as opposed to two whole beings who don't realize their wholeness and are searching for their wholeness in the other. Purification, fire, bare essentials, the naked truth, and wholeness. Wholeness, yes, wholeness. This is your wholeness. You know, your independence is your wholeness, because you stand in yourself and you know yourself and you know your own strength and you know what you deserve, you know. Yeah, I'm going to do this one too. Reflection, illusion, self-examination, and distortion. I think this is around you finally being able to see the people in your life, or the relationship patterns that you go for that are illusions, that are distorting the truth, people distorting the truth to you, people manipulating you, people using you, people taking advantage of you, I'm seeing. Because you are so pure in your heart, because you are so loving. And yeah, it does take an element of self-examination and reflection to really pick up on these patterns and to say no, like to finally put a stop to it. And I really relate to this energy, so I understand it's not an easy process to go through. And it's also quite confusing, I think. You might relate, like it's confusing to think, why would people do this? Like, why would people be so manipulative or controlling or narcissistic? However, it's part of really your lesson in life, I think, is to really become this, become your own authority, become your own, stand on your own 2 feet. I think you're already really good at that. Hey, this is interesting because it goes from 13 to 14. And I think, yeah, it's interesting because it's like the reflection process is going to lead to this purification. It's going to burn away everything that isn't serving you and just leave the naked truth there. Leave the wholeness of what is truly you, and getting rid of all of the defenses or all of the pain that surrounds us in our energy field. Not needing to use those defenses anymore, just standing naked in our truth, exposed, vulnerable, and allowing someone to love us in that place. I see a lot of happiness. I see a lot of publicity, so I think that one or both of you will be famous, or famous within a community, right? So it doesn't have to be worldwide famous, but famous for your art or for your work in some way, for your spiritual teaching even. You're very creative, and yes, you're going to be victorious. There's so much you have to offer the world because of the amount of pain that you have endured in your life and the amount of adversity you have encountered. So really honor that about yourself, Spirit saying, you know, really honor the amount you've been through and see how much your life has to offer you now. You know, your life has so much to offer you, and this is around you guiding your intentions towards what it is that you really want. What do you really, really, really want? What do you wish for? What do you hope for? What do you dream of? And then asking for that, praying for that, and you will receive that. Thank you, group 3. Really, really enjoyed channeling that for you. And I really hope that it did resonate with you or help you today in some way. Thank you so much for watching this reading and supporting my channel in your own way. I really appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you. And I will see you really soon, okay? Bye!